Good morning. It is Tuesday morning now. Yesterday we got rained out. It was raining and snowing all day. And now it is Tuesday morning. Still got some snow on the ground here. But we're here at this subdivision entrance. And the guys are parking. So we're gonna go ahead, go through and do the bed edge real quick, pull any of the small weeds, and mulch both sides. And then after that, we have a small house. Well, it's a bigger house, but the landscaping's not too big. And we can throw some mulch down there and call it a day. So hopefully it warms up a little bit. The weather's been kind of crazy. On Thursday, it's supposed to be 80, and then Friday's gonna be 50 and rainy again. So kind of all over the place, but we're doing what we can. All right, so the guys are finishing up that one. It's only 9:30 right now, so we already flew through that. Everything's spread out. They're just finishing it up. So I'm gonna take the ditch witch to the next job, and then because it's actually on the way, the job is on the way to the supply place where we're gonna get some dyed brown mulch, because we have hardwood at our yard, but we don't have any dyed brown right now. So I'll drop the machine off, go get I believe 10 yards of mulch, and then hopefully the guys will be there, and we have to do a spring cleanup, trim the bushes, spread some fertilizer down for the plants, and then go ahead and throw some mulch down. Hopefully we can have an early day, because it's nasty cold out compared to last week. It's 35 right now, the truck's saying. And last week it was in the 80s. And then today's Tuesday. By Thursday it's supposed to be 80 again. And then by Friday and Saturday, 50s and 40s. And rain again. So kind of all over the place with the weather, but we're at least getting some mulch down. So I'll check in at the next place. Hopefully I can actually film some stuff, but it was just too cold at the first place. All right, so I just got to the job, and as you can see here, here's the estimate, or what we're doing. It's not focusing. Anyways, spring cleanup, trim bushes, fertilize bushes, preen, and dyed brown mulch. So hopefully we can get that knocked out in just a couple hours. We just got to cut down a couple grasses for the fall or spring cleanup, and blow out some leaves because there's some leaves in the beds, and then spread some fertilizer around the plants. And the preen is a weed preventer, so we'll put that down and then spread some mulch out and get out of here. So the guys are hoping to have a half day because they have a lot of homework, so hopefully that works out and we can knock it out and move on to the next tomorrow. So still only like 30 something degrees out, so I don't know how much filming I'll get today, but worst case I'll just add it on to tomorrow's video. The weather has just been all over the place, so that's where we're at. Alright, well that ends up today. Like I said, I'll just probably put this on with tomorrow's video because didn't really record much. It was just way too cold. But we got a subdivision entrance mulched and a house, and we did a spring cleanup of both, so not too bad. It's about 3:15, so we cruised through pretty good. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wednesday morning, just about 7:30. Guys should be here in a few minutes. The sun is back out, and it's supposed to be about 50 today, so better than yesterday. Yesterday was cloudy and only got up to like 40. So we're heading to a job where we have to do spring cleanup, bed edge, mulch, straighten a tree, move a tree, create a small bed. So it'll be a full day. Nothing crazy, but a lot of the beds are overgrown, so we gotta get it back in shape and make it look like a fresh new landscaping again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the ditch witch fueled up and grab whatever extra tools we need and head over there, and then hopefully I can get some more footage today. compared to yesterday, because yesterday was just way too cold, so I wasn't really in the mood to grab the camera. But all right, let's get into it. All right, so we're at the job now, getting stuff. So this tree we had to trim up a little bit. I already did that. Over here we have to straighten this tree here and then create a new bed around this tree and trim it up. And we're gonna bring this line right to the rock, trim all this stuff up, split those grasses, basically do a full spring cleanup, just clean everything up here. And then we're replacing those with grasses because they're too wet. Trimming all this stuff back so that the sidewalk's more usable. Doing a spring cleanup back here. And there's a pretty decent sized magnolia tree that we have to move. I'll show you guys that later. Can't really hear back there right now because he's blowing, but I'll try and take some progress videos, and you can see kind of what it's looking like throughout the day. All right, so we're in the backyard now. So like I was saying, this is the tree right here that we have to move, and then we'll have to trim those down. We're not touching those because the patio's getting ripped out, so that'll all get taken care of then. And then we got to clean up all these leaves that Griffin already blew out of the beds. Trim these down pretty aggressively, get them back in shape. Separate this tree from the bushes. Same thing here, separate tree from bush, and trim up that Japanese maple over there a little bit. And then once that's done, I gotta run and go get mulch, and the guys can do the couple of yards that we had left over from yesterday. final walk around. The guys are just finishing up in the back and we gotta clean up. But here's the front. Went through and find the bed edit. Created this bed. And then put some grasses around there. Trim this back. The full cleanup. And then cleaned up all these beds here. Trimmed everything up real nice. Looks a lot better. Everything's cleaned up here. Guys are just finishing up. Trees moved successfully. So as long as it takes, should be in good shape. And that wraps up this one. Catch you in the next one. Thanks.